Hey, what's up, y'all? Checking in after another gym chat. Today, I wanted to talk about, if the shoe fits. Age-old saying, sticks and stones break bones, but words, they cannot hurt you. And to varying levels and degree, that's true. In a personal, intimate situation, words will always have some kind of tinge because there is history and whatever behind them. But in a professional scenario, no, absolutely not. Remember, professional scenarios are cutthroat situation. You gotta expect things to be said. This is why I appreciated being in customer service. I have that emotional separation. I got thick skin. People can talk cool about me, but it might end up biting them in the butt. Because I'm more helpful than I am against anybody, especially in a work environment. Well, in any environment, really. I seek to promote harmonious relationships. Why would I sabotage anything at work to make my situation harder? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense, so I wouldn't engage in that. And then again, remember that catchphrase, the phrase that pays will get you out of a lot of situations. Hey man, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure that I get that addressed in the future. You get to walk away acknowledging what they said to you, and you don't have to attach any level of emotional involvement. But if the shoe fits and you feel some type of way about what was said at you at work, you should immediately stop and self-reflect before potentially making a decision that's gonna cost you a position. Most of you are working a job because you need the money. You know what I'm saying? We all do it. Some of us work because we enjoy what we do, but we still don't wanna work for free. We wanna benefit off of what we're bringing to the table skill set wise. And then, again, in these particular situations, it's sad to see it sometimes because, number one, you have zero control over what anybody's gonna say to you at all. You'll be fighting battles every day for the rest of your life, trying to monitor how people speak about you and to you. Because again, it's not in a street environment where I can address this properly, without certain repercussions, without having to worry about certain repercussions and consequences. In a professional setting, you have to stay to that level and degree at all times. Again, you can say, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure that I address it and just walk off. It doesn't mean that you're gonna address it, So it's like a get out of jail for free card. Until somebody with authority chooses to come address you and what's been going on. Because chances are the person that's saying this to you isn't an individual with authority over what you have going on anyway. So why take it personally? Why take it to heart? Why ruin your day over something, again, kind of small, man? There's two options. You can do it or you cannot. There's no reason to, again, harbor any kind of emotion towards that whatsoever. You can laugh it off at the end of the day. You don't have to really acknowledge it past that. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. It's unfortunate seeing things happen for themselves, and then or seeing those people go through those situations because it's you want to help. It's man, don't even worry about it. But at some point, your words are lost, and you're talking to the wall. You know what I'm saying? You're acknowledging things that they're no longer there. You're past the point of what is it? The law of diminishing returns. You're past the point of a return on investment. You can keep trying to pour into it, but chances are you might even become the target of some of that frustration and anger because there's no rationality behind it. Okay, so I mess with my work wife all the time because she gets the tea from everybody at work. She gets the tea about everything going on at work, and like she's always trying to rationalize you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why are you trying to introduce your little rational BS into our emotional roller coaster of BS? Like, don't nobody want to hear that, okay? We want to vent, complain, frustration, and just like have a good time laughing and acknowledging how kind of crappy our little environment is, okay? Like, we don't want your solutions. Do us a favor, keep that to yourself. We don't want it. You either jump on this emotional roller coaster and you have the time of your life, or you focus on what you're doing and you just let what we're saying go in one ear and out the other. Do you understand? I think she's jealous she don't get to ride her little roller coaster no more. But yeah, man, like I like to have fun at my job, no matter what job I've ever had. And this is something to my daughter was so difficult to like correct behaviors, because her little light shines so bright. Like I used to get frustrated sometimes because there's no punishing it. There's no punishing it. You send her to timeout, she's clapping and like singing whatever little song is in her heart. Like she is relentless in a way that I'm unnecessarily proud of and relentlessly frustrated about sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that's just because I have to deal with it. But at the same time, it's of me, so I'm proud of it. Do you get it? Like, it's fun. She's fun. At work, we get to have fun. Of course, you're gonna go through whatever work drama is. It's work. One of the most beneficial things that ever happened to me was like being able to shed the responsibility of management and just, being reduced to being a team player. Because now I have the knowledge and skill set where I have pull outside of what my job title is, because I know where to contribute. Again, I get to be, sometimes our company won't prevent fires, but they'll fight them once it's a raging inferno. By then it's too late. So like what I still do, because I'm still management minded, and just because it helps me kill time at work, I do fire preventative stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know little areas where I can chip in that are gonna help everybody's day be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? All of my duties are not priority in my department. I know what duties are a priority, and I hit them clockwork. Don't even have to think about it, ask about it. There's certain things, like I've been there long enough, they just know that I know what I'm doing. I was a manager, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you don't have to worry about me about, And again, getting to shed that responsibility, because I used to be responsible for the whole building, and like be accountable for everything that's going on. My day ends as soon as I'm lit and we're done. Like, don't call me no more and don't text me no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I am not doing it. I don't have the title. I don't have the time. I don't have the desire no more. But if they really need something, they'll probably reach out. But chances are, like, I'm already into something else anyway. So like, again, shedding that management cloak, like it seemed like kind of crappy at the time, but the reason that I did it was to have a better relationship or more time with my kiddos, like a point blank period. Like, they put me in a position where I had to choose between personal priorities and their priorities. And there was no real decision to be made, And like, thankfully they saw benefit enough to keep me on staff. I didn't lose my job again. I just got to shed responsibility. Like, oh my God, like the stuff that I've been going through in my life has been crazy. Because remember, I want these things. Like I gun for management, and I got it, And like something happened, and I'm like, well, one or two things can happen. You can either pay me more money or you can demote me. I didn't introduce the idea of firing me, and thankfully they didn't think of that. So again, lucky in that regard. But also, my work ethic speaks for itself. It's more beneficial to have me around, especially in a capacity that'll keep me satisfied, versus losing the wealth of experience that I have at this particular place. I've been there for so long. Turnover is kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? So again, you know how to make yourself, you can figure out how to make yourself an asset even in liability situations, my man. And like, again, luck favors the prepared. So if you're on your path, focus on what you need to be doing. Man, okay, so this is the same when I was in management, because like, it is what it is. A lot of things will kind of work themselves out. Like, you see some things coming. And again, my mindset on hiring people is like, you know, they don't know, I never expected anybody to care to the level and degree that I did. And then if they do get close, you know what I'm saying, they will earn my respect and admiration, and I will bend over backwards and go above and beyond to ensure that they're happy and satisfied. You know, people would have this complaint. It's like, you're playing favorites at work, and it's like, how am I playing favorite? The people that show up and work get hours. If you're not showing up and work, like, that's not me playing a favorite, that's you making choices. But it's weird that you're gonna use that as an excuse, and like, I'm not gonna entertain it, because if you can't see it, obviously it's not gonna do me any good to say anything to you. And essentially, like I said, those problems more often than not work themselves out. You know, and when I was in management, I think maybe I actually had to draw up firing papers maybe once, you know, because essentially the theory is that if you give people enough rope to hang themselves, like, they're either gonna show you that they want to live, or, you know, make choices that are up to them. And at that point, like, you didn't even do anything. Like, they did it to themselves, you know. So yeah, man, just want to keep that mindset. Again, if people are saying anything about you, say, yeah, sure I am. Yep, I'm that. What'd you call me? Sure, yep, I'm that. I'm all jealous. I'll be jealous. I'll be mad. I'll be angry. Is there anything else that you need to say? All right, cool. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I got some work to do over here. You have a fantastic day. You know what I'm saying? Remember to keep that mentality. Sure, I'm a bad employee. You're not my manager, though. You know what I'm saying? You can say that in your head. You can say that to them. But, you know, sure, I'm a bad employee. Sure, I'm not helpful. Sure, I'm playing favorites. Great. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure that I work on that. Is there anything else I can help you with? Fantastic. Have a wonderful day. Remember that, guys. Always keep your cool. Exercise self-control. That is the real only measure of choice that you choose that you can really take advantage of this world. And I implore you to, again, on a regular and consistent basis, take advantage of that power and choice. Choose to control who you are, and don't worry about what anybody else is saying, and let your work speak for itself. And on that note, Wages out.